Morning guys, what's going on? It's me, online brother Jaspas deck, and welcome back to the vlog. In today's episode of the vlog, we're going to be looking at a deck of playing cards that I actually got when I was in Taiwan. A deck of playing cards called... Before we take a look at that deck of playing cards, what we're going to do is some updates with regards to the new deck order and School of Cardistry. First up, the new School of Cardistry V6s are now available, and the reaction that you guys have been giving me is that you absolutely love this deck of playing cards, which makes me so happy. Don't just take my word for it, look at what these people are saying. Oh, that's so sweet of him. Oh, that makes me so happy. I feel so blessed. To continue our mission of providing not only high quality cardistry playing cards, but also high quality cardistry content, this coming weekend we will be dropping the new School of Cardistry tutorial Tornado card, which a lot of you guys seem very excited about. At the same time, patrons can also look forward to the upcoming Rainbow Spring tutorial. Now, if you want to get yourself some awesome School of Cardistry V6 playing cards, head over to thenewdeckorder.com and go get your cards today. On a completely different note, we are also updating the way the NDO studio looks. So if you look around right now, outside of the frame of what you can see right now, there's a whole bunch of clothing being thrown out from here. The cozy uncut sheets that used to be one section higher, it used to be like starting over here, has now been moved down one section to cover some other stuff that used to be here. And hopefully, finally, if I manage to throw away enough clothing, I will finally be able to close this stupid wardrobe door. I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but the wardrobe doors have been open in almost every single School of Cardistry shoot that we've done so far, because there's simply too much clothes. I have too much clothes and I can't close my wardrobes, and I should be ashamed. So yeah, if you do find this background to be messier and more chaotic than usual, you have my apologies, I'm sorry. This setup will be neater by our next session. Hopefully. I think it will be. I think so. But with all of that said and out of the way, let's get down to today's episode of Deck Review featuring Nihilism playing cards. This is what the box of the cards looks like. A simple X on the front of the box and an X on the back of the box. If you look at the edges of the cards, we see the words Nihilism as well as Nihilism on the other side. On the bottom of the box, a simple X dominates our attention. Let's take a look at how the seal peels. Very, very cleanly. The box seems to be made of a matte finish. Yep. And there's some embossing going on the white parts of the cards. You can feel that they are a little bit raised compared to the surface of the box. Let's open it up. Right as I'm about to open it up, I see the top of the box. It has the words "Don't open" at the top. Maybe I shouldn't open this deck. Nah! Let's open this up. As you can see, the inside of the box has been printed on as well. This one says Nihilism playing cards distributed by Westman, made in Taiwan. One of 1000 limited edition. The insides being black makes the cards look especially nice. I actually kinda like it. Let's slide these cards out. The first ad card features a circle on it like so. On one side it's black with a white circle, and on the other side is white with a black circle. The second ad card features the normal Nihilism deck design on one side and a simple black cross on the other side of the cards. Let's take a look at the jokers. Ooh, that's the Ace of Spades. Is there no jokers in this deck? Oh, there is a joker. So it turns out that this deck of playing cards is actually a 55 card deck of playing cards. On the final extra card, it says Futon Bear on one side and features a cute polka dotted blue and white playing card design on the other side. It actually looks pretty good. I like it. In terms of the smell, this deck of playing cards actually doesn't quite smell like the usual typical USPCC smell, even though this deck is produced by USPCC. That could be because of the year that this deck was produced, or perhaps maybe the stock and finish is slightly different from the typical USPCC bicycle stock. I get the impression that this deck of playing cards is B stock, which means that it's just a little bit stiffer than your typical bicycle stock and has a little bit more snap to it. Let's take a look at what the faces of these cards look like. Ace of Spades, 2 of Spades, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack. Oh, there's an interesting little bit of customization right there where instead of the usual spade, there's a cross instead. Queen, King. Also notice that the clothing that the court cards are wearing seems to be simplified quite a bit to make this deck of playing cards look just a little bit cleaner. The red cards in this deck feature what seem to be a slightly darker red than your usual typical standard USPCC affair. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack. Oh, this Jack of Diamonds has a black bar going across his face like so. Did I miss it on this ones? Nope, the Jack of Spades doesn't have that black bar. Queen of Spades, King of Spades all don't have the black bar, but for some reason the Jack of Diamonds does. Queen of Diamonds doesn't have the black bar. King of Diamonds, King of Clubs, Queen of Clubs, Jack of Clubs. Jack of Clubs has a black bar. I wonder what's going on here. The clubs look standard. The King of Hearts does not have the censorship bar on its face. Queen of Hearts looks like so, and the Jack of Hearts looks like so. I guess the jacks that are facing sideways don't tend to have black bars on their faces. Maybe it's because they decided like the black bars don't tend to look good on sideways facing characters. And Ace. Holding this deck of playing cards in my hands, it feels really nice in the hands actually. Maybe it's because of the B stock that was used to produce this deck of playing cards, or maybe it's because of the black ink that was used to produce this deck of playing cards. The stock and finish of this deck of playing cards just feels a little bit snappier than your usual USPCC affair. And most surprisingly, the cutting on this deck of playing cards almost is centered. It's not quite centered, it's not perfectly centered, but as far as USPCC goes, this is almost perfect for them. Hidden mission time. If you want me to know that you watched this entire video all the way through, when you drop a comment in the comment section below, use a letter O and a letter X in your answer. If you can, try your best to keep the O and the X together. Now, if you're a cardist who has been into this hobby for like a month, you are probably no stranger to this type of back designs. The solid colored back designs as well as one point of focus on the backs. Fontaines do this, Jaspas decks do this, organic playing cards do this. There's a whole bunch of companies that do solid colored backs of playing cards. And there's a simple reason for this, which is these types of backs of playing cards simply look good in Cardistry. When you're designing a deck of playing cards to look like this, you're not aiming for extra cardistry opportunities. You're not looking for broken borders. You're not looking for uncut designs. You're not looking for anything quite like that. Instead, what you are trying to go for is a simple design that simply looks stunning in motion. Like, just look at how this 5 faces of Sybil looks as we use this deck of playing cards. The white borders contrasting with the black backs of the playing cards, contrasting with the giant big cross on the playing cards, just simply gives you a very easy time to follow the action involved. This relationship between the black background and the white borders can also make things like springs look especially stunning. The cards fan perfectly out of the box, and the edges of the cards feel a little bit on the smoother side than most USPCC playing cards. This allows the process of cutting the cards in your hands to feel just a little bit more gentle. To be honest, even though the Nihilism deck of playing cards is very simple looking, I actually really enjoy how these cards look and handle in the hands. Even though this deck wasn't designed to be absolutely amazing in spins, if you toss the cards into the air like this, you can see the way the cross spins in mid-air. It's actually pretty satisfying. With all of that said, let's tackle the question of who is this deck of playing cards designed for? I think primarily this deck of playing cards is designed for cardists. The way it looks, the way it feels, the slightly hype-based nature of the way the cards look, all of that seems to appeal to the Cardistry community, whereas magicians might find this deck of playing cards to be just a little bit too specific. Like, what does the cross mean? I bet that there are magicians out there that when using this deck of playing cards will feel that the audience is misled by the design of the playing cards. And on the topic of card collectors, I am not actually convinced that this level of simplicity will appeal to their card collecting needs. That being said, I think that Nihilism playing cards is a deck of playing cards that feels absolutely stunning in the hands. Alright guys, so there you have it. That was our look at Nihilism playing cards. I'm not 100% sure whether or not this deck is still available, and as far as I know, the company that produced this deck of playing cards has produced another deck of playing cards which features just the circle design on the backs of the playing cards. A little bit too tic-tac-toe-y for me. But if you want to feel a deck of playing cards by USPCC done right, this is a deck of playing cards that I suggest you check out. This deck of playing cards will be added to our mystery brick giveaway. So if you're interested and want to get involved in that giveaway, leave a comment in the comment section below. Don't forget to also drop a like on this video and hit that subscribe button. Until next time guys, I'm Online Brother Jaspas Deck, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye bye. All in all, I want you guys to know that I really enjoy this deck of playing cards, but at the same time, because of the nature of the cards, its minimalist nature, it actually fills me with a certain feeling of like, there's not much to say about this deck of playing cards, huh? This deck of playing cards just seems a bit too simple, isn't it? But then again, that's where the beauty of the cards lie. I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you're the type of person that enjoys minimalist playing cards, this is deck designed for you. But if you are a person that likes maximalist, full of details kind of playing cards, then this is definitely not a deck designed for you.